Hello, and welcome to episode 23 of the Sports Dudes podcast. I am your host, Jonathan Gurley, alongside my co-host and brother, Nick Mackey, and a special guest, for right now, his daughter, Elliana, the Nuggets. Hi there, Nugget. Um, yes, she's very vocal about the Super Bowl this week. Um, she has a ton of opinions on it. That's what this episode's going to be. Tomorrow is the big game as the 11-6 Kansas City Chiefs take on the 12-5 San Francisco 49ers in Allegiant Stadium at 5:30 p.m. on CBS. The starting QBs in this game will be Brock Purdy versus Patrick Mahomes, as if anybody expected anything different.
Are you messing with my microphone?
She's being a little technician. First, when it comes to opinions, Elliana, who do you have winning this game?
Rough.
You have the
she, like her mother, says the Taylor Swift team.
The Taylor Swift team. Okay, Nug, you're picking Taylor Swift?
Mm-hmm. And she's done now.
She's done now.
That's all she can do.
That's all. She gives her pick and gone.
Mm-hmm. She said Taylor Swift's team.
Taylor Swift's team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now on to our thoughts and everything of the game. So I'm gonna go through a little bit. I'm gonna grab my trusty little iPad, and I'm gonna read you some stuff about this game.
Go.
Because
I heard. Speaking of Taylor Swift, she could possibly. Apparently, there's only a certain number of landing spots for private jets in all of Las Vegas, and they're all taken.
All right, well, on to things that matter.
The closest airport she could land at is like San Bernardino or LAX, and then she'd have to drive 4 hours. Or she could take a helicopter.
Yeah, relevant things. On to actual relevant things. When it comes to playing, these teams are fairly evenly matched on the field and in their history in Vegas. The San Francisco 49,
because the Chiefs have Taylor Swift and the 49ers have Kyle Juszczyk's wife.
Okay, you're really focused on the off the field. San Francisco in franchise history is 14-5 at Las Vegas, and Kansas City is 14-6. Mm-hmm. The opening line for this game is San Francisco with I believe -2.5.
Wait, can you repeat what you just said? They're what?
The opening line is San Francisco -2.5.
No, you said something before that.
About their records in Vegas?
Yeah.
The 49ers are 14-5 and the Chiefs are 14-6.
How is that possible?
The Raiders used to be in I'm pretty sure they used to be in Vegas before that. They may have been in LA. I don't know.
This is the first I thought this was the first team to be in Vegas.
Says it there, so can't read it, but
I think that's their record, is it not?
No, the Chiefs are 11-6, and the 49ers are 12-5. I'm just reading what it says.
Okay. Yeah, Jonathan, that's their record.
It says at Las Vegas. I'm sending you a picture of this right now.
That's their season record.
Then why would it say at Vegas?
I don't know. I was like, they've only played in Vegas for 1 year. I think it's like a typo or something. It has to be.
Check your phone. Check your phone. The damn thing will send. Sorry.
The darn thing.
If ESPN's embarrassing, if ESPN's embarrassing me right now, that's gonna be really disappointed. Did you get it yet? Or if you just go to ESPN and go to preview.
Yes, that's San Francisco is 14-5 on the season versus 14-6 Kansas City.
But do you see where that's confusing?
Yes, I do, because the 49ers really went 12-5 this year. And Kansas City went, would you say 11-6?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so that is a very confusing. Okay, but go ahead. Go ahead. I think it's like it's typed in a way to where it's confusing. Like it should say like San Francisco versus Kansas City. I don't know why. Yeah, I get it though. Moving on.
Yeah. Against the spread, San Francisco is 9-9-1, and Kansas City is 13-7. The series record, the Chiefs lead 8-7. The last meeting was Chiefs beat the 49ers 44-23 on October 23rd, 2022 in Santa Clara, which was actually Christian McCaffrey's debut game.
Mm-hmm.
And the offensive overall for the 49ers is their number 2 overall, 3rd in rush, 4 in passing, 3rd in scoring. The 49ers defense is 8th overall, 3rd in rush, 14 in pass, and 3 in scoring. Now the Chiefs offense is the 9th overall offense in the NFL, 19th in rushing, 6th in passing, 15 in scoring. So Mahomes literally carries that offense. And then Chiefs defense is the 2nd overall defense in the NFL, the 18th rushing defense, and the 4th passing defense, and the 2nd scoring defense. Now I wanted to get to the defenses. So what's going to be the make or break thing for this game is the Nugget back?
No, I dropped something.
Oh. Well, to me, the make or break thing in this game is going to be when you look at the Chiefs defense, 18th in rushing, you look at who the 49ers running back is. It is the best running back in the NFL, Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
There's no better running back in the
You just won an award, right?
Offensive Player of the Year, which really confuses me why Offensive Player of the Year and MVP are 2 different awards. I know anybody can win MVP, but it's always really going to be an offensive player, and that's kind of been evident ever since Aaron Rodgers won the MVP over J.J. Watt in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just...
It's just going to be an offensive award, like...
Mm-hmm. You want to know a little MVP trivia for you. Tom Brady won the MVP in, I believe, the 2017 season. Who was the runner-up to Tom Brady in MVP race that year?
I don't know.
He would have won it if he wouldn't have torn his ACL. Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
But it's how well can the 49ers get Christian McCaffrey the ball, and can they avoid playing from behind? Because the Chiefs are going to send the house on Brock Purdy. Because when we saw last 2 weeks ago in the NFC Championship game, that when the Lions sent pressure on Brock Purdy and the pocket collapsed on him fast, and he had to kind of roll out, he looked nervous and he would make some bad throws. Now, he did make some good throws, but Purdy is a guy who plays out of the pocket a lot. He led the league with, I think, 13 touchdown passes outside of the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So he plays to his pocket. He plays out the pocket a lot. And, real quick on Brock Purdy, I see a lot of people say, "Oh, he's the most hated quarterback in the NFL. He gets all this hate and everything like that. You know, he's a game manager, but it works." I'm sorry, there's nothing about Brock Purdy that impresses me because Jimmy G flopped in Las Vegas. Trey Lance has never really put anything together in the NFL. How many? If you put Brock Purdy on 31 of 32 teams, he is nowhere near the quarterback he is. And I stand by the thing that if Mac Jones went to the 49ers, he would win MVP.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good this 49ers team is. You
Well,
know?
is Shanahan just that good of a coach?
I mean, I think he is. I mean, hey, he led Matt Ryan to an MVP season as his OC.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, he won 8 games with Brian Hoyer. But
Boy,
I don't know. I don't know how you feel on that front, but I think the Chiefs defense is going to send the house every time at Brock Purdy. I think it just comes down to how many times if the 49ers give the ball to Christian McCaffrey 27 to 30 times, will they win this game? I truly believe that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to how well you can actually stop Christian McCaffrey because
Mm-hmm.
he can hurt you either way, whether
Through the
he's
passing or running.
mhm. And like that's something you have to account for. And so I think it's more how many touches does he have over
Mm-hmm.
the amount of rushes because they
Yeah.
can probably get away with like 20 rush, like letting him rush the ball 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let me look at something. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
15 to 20 times you could probably hand him the ball,
Mm-hmm.
let him rush, but you got to get him another like 5, 10 catches or
Yeah.
targets.
See, because I just think it's almost like you got to run a screen with him, just because I truly believe they are going to be sending the house every time, and I think they're even going to bring down some of the safeties and run a corner blitz every once in a while and try and get Purdy as disruptive as he can, because it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to stop Kittle, Debo in the passing. It's going to be hard to stop Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, and McCaffrey. So if you send the house every time on Purdy, you just hope that you can get him off rhythm enough to where he'll make a pass like that and screw up.
Or he'll, get it into the hands of Debo, Ayuk, and Kittle, and they'll go off for 50 yards.
Yes, but that's what you're hoping that
You're hoping that they
the
go off for 50
that's what
yards a
that's what
catch?
you're hoping that the sixth passing defense in the NFL can stop. Because I'm sorry, I think L'Jarius Sneed is going to lock up anybody he is on. Because I truly believe L'Jarius Sneed is a top 15 to top 10 corner in the NFL. L'Jarius Sneed has just been that good.
Mm-hmm.
Is Trevarius Ward still with the 49ers?
I thought so.
It's going to bug me if I don't look. 1 second.
Um, but then I can see,
Yes, he
a
is.
problem with the Chiefs. The problem I see with the Chiefs is that all season the thing has been they have nobody to catch the ball outside of Rishi Rice and
Yeah, the
oh,
Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs' passing offense really has me like. This is filtered by postseason. Give me regular season. So Mahomes still threw for 4,000 yards this year, but they didn't have 1,000-yard receiver. They had Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce, who had 938 and 984. Justin Watson was number three receiver on this team. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who you gave a bunch of money to, only had 315 yards. Sky Moore, your second round pick from 2 years ago, had 240. And I'm going to just read you this. Running backs Isaiah Pacheco, Jerick McKinnon, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Mecole Hardman almost had more than Kadarius Toney. But Pacheco, McKinnon, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire all had more receiving yards than Kadarius Toney, who was not a first-round pick by the Chiefs, but was a first-round pick by the Giants, who was then acquired by the Chiefs. And I'm sorry, Kadarius Toney caught one touchdown this year.
So did MVS and Sky Moore, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Kadarius Toney never had more than 35 yards in a game. Kadarius Toney had a catchless receiving yard less game this year, and that against the Packers, and that wasn't his lowest amount of receiving yards on the year. He finished against the Bears with -1 receiving yard. His long was 18 yards this year.
He finished 150 plus, ranking 150 plus
in every single stat. He was the 20th overall pick by the Giants. Huh?
He had 5 yards on 4 targets against the Patriots.
He had what? What did he do against the Patriots?
He had 4 targets for 5 yards with a long of 3.
Yeah.
And he got 2 receptions.
Literally. All I remember from that game is Marty Mapu had an interception off Patrick Mahomes. So, who's the best safety in the NFL? But on the Chiefs side of the ball, you look at the 49ers defense. We're talking about the 14th passing defense in the NFL. So it's gonna ask a lot of Patrick Mahomes because they're not gonna be able. I believe Jerick McKinnon playing in this game?
I would think so. Is he injured?
McKinnon is questionable. The Chiefs are gonna be out with Prince Tajay Wanghu, all-pro guard Joe Thuney, defensive end Charles Omenihu, and Jerick McKinnon is questionable. Oh my goodness.
Huh.
Jerick McKinnon played in 5 games this year and had more receiving yards than Kadarius Toney. Let that sink in. He rushed for 60 yards on the year. But the 49ers, I don't know if the Chiefs can rely on the legs of Isaiah Pacheco to get them this game.
Yeah, not like they did last year.
Yeah, especially when I think the 49ers are going to run so much clock by giving the ball to Christian McCaffrey. I really think if Kadarius Toney is playing, if he's playing, I need Sky Moore, Rashee Rice, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Travis Kelce. I need them to all step up. If you're Patrick Mahomes to win, I don't actually want them to step up. What am I saying? They need to step up in order for the Chiefs to win this game.
Yeah, you don't. But okay, take Taylor Swift out of the equation.
I don't want the Chiefs to win because I'm sick of the Brady Mahomes comparisons.
Okay, so that's the problem. Not
Taylor Swift. It's the Brady Mahomes comparison. When Mahomes is 0-2 in the playoffs against Brady, and one of them was the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
When he had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, he lost 31-9. Mm-hmm. And he had 2 incompletions at the end of the game that everybody goes, oh, he tried his hardest. No, he didn't.
Yeah. So I saw something that says that said that somebody put like money down that there wasn't going to be a single touchdown in the game, and like no touchdowns scored in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said that that's going to lead to the most boring Super Bowl ever.
Dude, I was watching ESPN this week for the trade deadline, and they had a prop bet thing. That was the craziest like thing ever, and it was like plus 6,000 to happen. It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was so you had two players on the 49ers, or a player on the Chiefs and a player on the 49ers. It was Debo Samuel and Travis Kelsey and Brandon Ayuk and I think Rashee Rice, and it was 2 touchdowns each player.
What?
It was 2 touchdowns. It was 2 touchdowns for Travis Kelsey and 2 for Debo Samuel.
You can literally bet on anything in this game, can't you?
Yeah. Yes. Because literally, it's like, yeah, this is a moment where I put a lot of money on the guys. Like, I'd put $5 down and see what you could cash out on.
Honestly, like I've thought about like because I'm old enough, like thought about just finding like stuff that cashes out like really high that has a like. I mean, I told you when I picked you up from school yesterday, like in December 18th, I think it was. If you would have put money on the parlay of C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson winning um,
The big game
Rookie of
special
the
on
Year.
Underdog Fantasy is Patrick Mahomes over under a half a yard.
What?
On Underdog Fantasy, the big game special for tomorrow is Mahomes over under a half a yard.
Wow. And they would have paid if you would have put $1,000 down on that, you would have got paid out $500,000
Which is
if
just crazy.
for in December if you would have placed that bet
Mm-hmm.
for the two of winning Rookie of the Year. Um, like, I mean, I honestly want to know what the odds were around that time for
Mm-hmm.
Joe Flacco to win Comeback Player of the Year.
Probably not very high.
Yeah, I mean, you would have thrown that into the parlay. You probably could have retired for life.
Yeah. But looking at this game, truly,
Yeah, getting back to it.
yeah, this game to me is really hard to just figure out what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I mean, as I mentioned, the defenses, 8th overall, 2nd, rush 3, rush 18, pass 4, pass 14, scoring 2 and 3. What one defense is good at, the other defense is bad at.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of them just happens to be bad at pass defense, which you can easily, that's a shootout right there. You're putting points on the board. You're giving the ball back each time you score fast. Now, running the ball, you're not giving the ball back as fast.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's really going to come down to who can score points the fastest. Because unlike
Yeah.
this person that put that bet down, I think this is going to be a high scoring game.
Oh yeah, no, this is going to be a high scoring game, I believe. But I truly believe that
When they played a couple years ago, it
it
was a
was
high scoring game.
um
It was a
what
shootout. I
tell
remember that.
it will tell me let's see what that was, the 2020 Super Bowl.
Yeah, the one right before COVID, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Literally, then the pandemic literally it was like the last major event we had before the pandemic. That and the dunk contest and the All Star game. 2020 Super Bowl. I remember Damian Williams scored a major touch. It was 31-20. Chiefs.
Yeah, so
Chiefs scored 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter.
um, I'm just, I don't know. It's hard for me to pick a team.
Mm, yeah.
Because I feel like they're so evenly matched. Like
Yeah.
there's not like a clear like favorite. Obviously, it's a Super Bowl. It's not like it's the Bears playing the like Eagles pre Week
Mm,
11.
yeah.
Um, like I'm
Mm.
gonna have to go with the 49ers.
Is 49ers your final pick?
Yeah,
Who wins Super Bowl MVP?
McCaffrey.
Damn. Okay, I'm gonna switch up my pick because you went exactly my pick.
Or
But I believe
Purdy.
no. We're locking in McCaffrey.
Yeah, McCaffrey.
I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs to lose this game to the San Francisco 49ers. Had a dyslexic moment for a second, switched up and flipped up.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the Kansas City. Gosh,
You just want to really pick the Chiefs. Pick the Chiefs, bro. Pick the Chiefs.
no. Okay, I'll explain why I keep saying the Chiefs. I think the San Francisco 49ers will win the Super Bowl behind World Series Super Bowl
World Series.
MVP. Super Bowl MVP, the people's tight end, George Kittle. And am I picking this just because he said we want Cody at the Super Bowl press conference? Maybe. But I'm going with WWE legend and maybe future champion if he ever decides to retire and go to WWE. George Kittle will win Super
If
Bowl
he retires, he's
MVP.
going to AEW, and you know it.
He literally went to WrestleMania. I was at WrestleMania with him.
Well, not with him directly, but like
Yeah, but I was in the same building as him.
So were like 50,000 people every Sunday.
Actually 70,000.
Oh, sorry, 70,000 people are
I
there.
was one of them. I was one of them.
Mm-hmm. You were also there with Cody Roman, Seth.
Oh, you want
Everybody
me to?
at WrestleMania.
I'll go when we're done with this episode. I'll go through the entire match card. I'll tell you everybody who wrestled.
No, thank you. No, it's really okay.
No, I
So
will.
you got Super Bowl MVP Travis Kelce.
George Kittle. So the reason I keep wanting to say the Chiefs is I think the Chiefs. I want the 49ers to win, but I actually think the Chiefs will actually win this game because I think the NFL wants the Chiefs to win.
I think Taylor Swift wants the Chiefs to win.
I think the NFL wants the Chiefs to win because of Taylor Swift, because the NFL is all about marketing. I truly believe the NFL has a they don't script the league, but they have a direction they want the league to go to.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe every 50-50 call, every iffy pass interference, every iffy holding, I truly believe it's going to go the Chiefs' way because I think they want the Chiefs to win.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I'd 100% believe that if they were not scripted, but if they were going to influence the game, it's going to be every time there's a close call, make sure that you're calling it on the
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs' favor. Ooh, that could have been a horse collar tackle on the 49ers could have gotten that as a horse collar, so we're going to
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah.
You know, oh, that 49ers player farted on the Chiefs player, so that's a penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct. Because you didn't
Interesting.
say excuse me fast enough. Um, who knows? Maybe we'll see some ejections because they breathe on the ref, the 49ers.
You know what? Anything is possible. Anything's possible.
My mind is like running into all these like super hypothetical conditions. Like, to start off first drive of the game, the entire 49ers offense gets ejected by the refs.
The football scene from the Batman movie is more likely to happen than that.
The stadium just explodes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
So, real quick, before we get done, I I agree with you that I want the 49ers to win, but I think it'll be the Chiefs just because you can kind of see the bias a little bit from the practice week, like where each team got to practice.
mm-hmm.
Because didn't the 49ers have to go to this like rundown field? Or is it,
Wait, say
yeah,
that again. Sorry, what are you
like
talking
the
about?
49ers practice field that they got to practice on was like the University of Las Vegas.
I heard about this, but I also didn't really care enough to look into it. If I'm being honest.
So like the 49ers had to practice on like a mucky like rundown field, and the Chiefs got to practice in the Raiders facilities.
Oh, really?
I think that's what it was said, was that the
Let me look
49ers
at
had to
this
practice on like a college field that was like not very well taken care of. They were having lots of
here.
problems. The fire alarm went off in the 49ers hotel.
I heard about that. I heard about that.
And they were up for like an hour.
Kadarius Toney went and pulled the alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I looked it up and I was when I spelled everything wrong. So I don't. I don't know. I'll look more into that actually because I'm actually interested in hearing about that now.
Oh yeah, the disparity in each team's practice.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm. I saw a meme that was like Kadarius Toney is off the major loss for the Chiefs. The Kadarius Toney is off their injury report.
you know, I was really high on him when he got traded to the Chiefs.
I was high on him coming out of the draft. I was traded for him in Madden because you put him at running back. He's like a 97 overall. Kadarius Toney was a 2,000-yard rusher for me one year.
Yeah,
He had 3,000 all-purpose yards that year.
KT2K.
No,
Kadarius Toney.
you're not doing Chris Johnson like that. Nope. You're not doing CJ2K like that.
Yeah, you're right. I said KT2K. So, all right. Well, I think that's all I got. Go
That's all I
49ers.
got too. Go 49ers, bang bang Niner gang. Um
Mm-hmm.
First off, it's gonna bring solidarity to the bloodline because I hope Jimmy and Jay go over to each other's house because they are 49ers fans. Roman showed up to the press conference in a 49ers hoodie. I don't really care who the Rock roots for. Nate Diaz is a 49ers fan. Bailey's a 49ers fan.
I was gonna say Bailey.
Dude, she needs some luck right now because I wouldn't trust Dakota Bailey. I wouldn't trust her.
Mm-hmm. You don't really care who The Rock is rooting for.
Yeah, no. Even though I like him again, I like him again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
But
still
who is
leaving my
Cody
three.
rooting for?
Huh?
Who's Cody rooting for?
Whoever The Rock's not rooting for, he's a Swiftie.
He's a
I'm okay with
Swiftie.
that. Well, okay, so the people in the We Want Cody movement, we were convincing the Swifties that The Rock doesn't like Taylor Swift and that Cody loves Taylor Swift, so we could get them on our side to help the movement
Yeah,
go better.
you won't like. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but
Yeah. No, Cody's definitely rooting
I
for
know a
whoever.
lot of Swifties, and they are crazy people. They will go to the ends of the earth for this woman. The ends of
Oh
the
no,
earth.
they will.
I'm pretty sure. That. I'm pretty sure that Lana would literally kill for her.
Oh, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked.
I know for sure her friends would.
All right. Well, that's all I got. That's all you got. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And we will see you next time.
Mm-hmm.
Bye bye.
Bye.